Welcome back. Taking a full look at weather now. Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca. We've needed this rain. Unfortunately, we just told people how it's not going to get us out of a historic drought, but it surely has to be helping.
It will definitely help us, that's for sure. If you'll recall, last December was very, very wet, but then the pipe shut off and we were dry for the rest of the year for the most part and ended up below normal. So a wet December doesn't always make for a good rainy season. Now, I want to give you an update here. This is the radar at 10:25 p.m., so about 50 minutes ago, and you're looking at the Bonnie Doon area a little bit to the east of there between Bonnie Doon and Felton. At the corner of Empire Grade and Felton Empire Road, there was a report of snow and icy conditions, and there's a temperature sensor there. It did drop to 37 degrees Fahrenheit, so I believe what is being reported there is likely hail. However, with cold temperatures, that hail is unlikely to melt very quickly, so roads will be slippery. Watch out. We've had some hail in some of these stronger cells that have been moving through the area today. Things are a little bit calmer in Santa Cruz than they were about 15 to 20 minutes ago, but we still have showers out there tonight. Any one of these is capable of producing small hail, brief wind gusts that could help continue to knock a few tree branches down, which could end up clogging roadways, blocking roadways, knocking out the power, causing property damage overnight tonight as these cells continue to move through. Live look from Domenico's at the moment. Not seeing too much rain in the Monterey area, but we're probably seeing a little bit of light rain moving back in tonight as the next round moves through. We actually had a nice dry period for a while this afternoon. The sun came out for about 3 or 4 hours, I think. Most areas from around lunchtime to around 3 p.m. got some sun. This was the next round coming into Salinas at around 4:30 p.m. today, so this was after the sun came out. And take a look at some highs. It was cold out there today. Soquel and Capitola were our hot spots at 56 degrees. Salinas 55, mid-50s also Watsonville, Monterey, Gilroy at 51, and our cool spot today, Priest Valley, only 42 degrees. Now, temperature is a little cool out there. The wind's blowing. I was just outside with the dog a little while ago. He hangs out with me sometimes here at the station, but dogs have to go outside sometimes. It's just nature of the beast. The wind was blowing out there a little bit, so if my hair looks a little crazy, you have to understand the KION hair and makeup crew left in like 1998, and we haven't seen them since. So we don't. I had to use some water, but that's about. It was rain. I used rainwater, natural source. 15 miles per hour in Salinas, which is kind of breezy if you got hair. Over at our temperature map now, we will see that temperatures aren't all that warm, and they're going to stay not all that warm overnight, but it could be colder. The air mass is pretty cold, but we've got some clouds will be acting as a blanket overnight. Now, we've got some cold nights ahead, but let's finish talking about this rain first. The low is very close. It's just off the San Mateo coast right now. It is going to keep tracking south and east across our area overnight, and once it passes by, things are going to quiet down really quickly, but until it does so, which is about the next 3 or 4 hours, we're going to continue to see these rounds of showers rotate in off of the ocean. Any one of them could have small hail, gusty winds, even lightning. We've seen a few lightning bolts out there as well. Luckily, most of it has been out over the ocean. Look at the scope of this thing. Its original cold front all the way in Utah, I-15 corridor. Winter storm issues across the central Rockies with this as well. We're looking at the parent cold core low as it passes by. Behind it, drier air sneaking back in. That's going to shut off the rain machine for the next couple days. But the snow is going to continue tonight in the Sierra Nevada. So if you're planning on heading up super early, maybe tomorrow morning to go skiing, you might want to just give it another 12 more hours or so. Once the sun comes out tomorrow and this low moves out of the south, they'll be getting those roads cleared and you can get up to your ski hill and it won't be blowing the chair lifts around like a rag doll anymore, hopefully. Futurecast showing a general end of the showers after around 3 a.m. or so. This is 1 a.m. Still seeing some out there, and then look at this. Just kind of quiet down. Could still see a little drizzle tomorrow morning during the commute. Of course, you could still see ponding on the roadways tomorrow morning. You could still see some hail left over because the air is not going to warm up all that much overnight, so watch out for slippery spots. And of course, there may be some tree damage still tomorrow morning on that morning commute. So give yourself a little extra time. Make sure to tune in to Erica from 5 to 7 on Wake Up. She'll give you the weather update on the way out the door. Tomorrow afternoon, looking at partly cloudy skies, and the sun will be back out for most locations. Maybe not so much in the hills, but you'll see some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, and it may feel warm, but the air temperatures are going to stay pretty cold. Additional rainfall between now and then, maybe another quarter of an inch. We're finally winding things down tonight. Let's quickly look at your temperatures tomorrow. 56 you're in Santa Cruz, 47 in Bonnie Doon, and we're down to 34 overnight. Snow levels, yeah, around 3,000 feet overnight. So any of these last showers out there making snow on the mountains right now, you're not seeing it because it's dark, but yeah, we're going to wake up to some white-capped peaks tomorrow morning, definitely. 54 in Hollister, Salinas, we actually woke up to some this morning, above around 3,500, 4,000 feet. But yeah, tomorrow morning, look at those mountains if their clouds aren't on them. 53 Monterey, Seaside tomorrow for your highs. Down south, more 50s and even a few 40s splashed in there. So not a warm day and no warm weather in the forecast. We'll warm up a little bit, maybe our high temperatures by the end of the week, but not much. And the lows are going to get colder. And I think Wednesday morning is going to be a pretty cold morning. Patchy frost to the coast, certainly possible. We've got watching for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because there is some weathery system things showing up in the crystal ball. It's a little foggy right now. It looked wetter yesterday, so if you're hoping for some drier air to, get some things done, do some Christmas shopping or whatever you're doing, we've got a little bit of that coming up. Just not going to be warmer. We're going to watch later on in the week, but cold mornings ahead, inland areas. How about that 28 on average Wednesday? Oof.
How about it, Dan? Thank you.